PROPHECIES. Title: Threads of Truth, The Awakening. Chapter 1, Unveiling the Web of Deception. Synopsis: Threads of Truth, The Awakening. Threads of Truth, The Awakening is a gripping tale of three individuals, Emma, David, and Sarah, who embark on a perilous journey to uncover a web of deception that stretches far beyond their imagination. In a world plagued by corporate greed and hidden agendas, their paths converge as they unite against a powerful network seeking to control the narrative and manipulate public perception. In the bustling city hospital, Emma, a compassionate and dedicated nurse, gracefully navigated through her daily routine. Her radiant smile and tender gestures brought solace to the multitude of patients she attended to, easing their pains and worries. Behind her cheerful facade, however, Emma concealed a profound yearning, a burning desire for something beyond the confines of her current existence. Meanwhile, David, a devoted husband and loving father, toiled ceaselessly to provide for his cherished family. In their cozy home, the air was filled with laughter and warmth as he reveled in the precious moments shared with his wife and two children. Yet, an unyielding restlessness tugged at David's heartstrings, propelling him to search for a profound purpose that extended beyond the boundaries of his everyday responsibilities. As for Sarah, a gifted artist blessed with a vibrant imagination, she found solace and fulfillment within her creative pursuits. Her paintings came alive with tales of beauty, anguish, and resilience, captivating viewers with their evocative narratives. However, a disconcerting void had lately taken residence within Sarah's being, causing her visions to fade and leaving her yearning for a wellspring of inspiration to reignite her artistic fire. Little did they know, the forces of destiny were conspiring to intertwine their lives in a manner they could never have anticipated. As the hands of fate guided Emma, David, and Sarah towards an enigmatic intersection, their individual longings and unfulfilled desires would converge, setting in motion a chain of events that would shape their destinies forever. Unbeknownst to them, their lives were on the precipice of an extraordinary convergence, a convergence that would defy their wildest imaginations. As whispers of a groundbreaking vaccine permeated the air, the city buzzed with collective anticipation, hope rippling through its streets. Emma, David, and Sarah found themselves captivated by the promise it held, driven by a deep-rooted desire to shield their loved ones from the clutches of a relentless virus. Each of them made the resolute choice to embrace the vaccine's protection. On a luminous spring morning, a sense of exhilaration mingled with trepidation as they arrived at the vaccination center. Amid the bustling hubbub, medical professionals stood as beacons of reassurance. Their gentle yet confident touch offered solace. With deftness and care, they administered the vaccines, emphasizing the profound significance of this momentous step toward a brighter, safer future. Days melted into weeks, and life followed its familiar cadence. Emma continued her unwavering dedication within the hospital's walls, a beacon of compassion for those in need. David cherished irreplaceable moments shared with his family, their laughter and love permeating the cozy sanctity of their home. Sarah, the visionary artist, poured her heart and soul into her creations, using the brush as her conduit for expression. But as the wheels of time forged ahead, subtle shifts began to weave their way into their lives, whispers carried on a gentle breeze. Startled from her slumber, Emma jolted into wakefulness by the intrusive blare of her alarm. Disoriented and still swathed in a fog of drowsiness, she reluctantly emerged from the realm of dreams. Yet, remnants of a disconcerting reverie clung to her consciousness, refusing to be cast aside. Vague impressions of shadowy figures and enigmatic whispers danced at the periphery of her mind, leaving an unsettling residue that lingered, unshakable. Rubbing her eyes, Emma slowly sat upright, attempting to dispel the remnants of her nocturnal voyage. The world around her gradually took shape, but the haunting echoes of her dream persisted, gnawing at her thoughts. Determined to shake off the residual unease, she embarked upon her morning rituals, navigating the familiar terrain of getting ready for the day. During her routine, Emma's eyes were drawn to an article lying conspicuously on her kitchen table. It beckoned to her, its headlines commanding attention and demanding exploration. With curiosity mingling with a sense of trepidation, she reached out and picked up the newspaper, her gaze fixated on the inked revelations sprawled across the page. There, amidst the black and white print, lay a story of government scandal intertwining with a pharmaceutical conglomerate. Veiled allusions to hidden agendas and the manipulation of public perception hinted at a sinister underbelly lurking beneath the surface. Emma's pulse quickened, her growing suspicion stoked by the implications of clandestine machinations. A chilling realization took hold: she had unwittingly stumbled upon a web of intrigue, a tapestry of secrets waiting to be unraveled. In the heart of Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, the Amish way of life remained determined in the face of the pandemic. Yanelle Good, a resident of this community, watched as her neighbors carried on with their customary routines, seemingly untouched by the chaos that had enveloped the world. The absence of deaths from COVID within their community became a mystery that piqued her curiosity. Amidst the serene farmlands and horse-drawn buggies, Yanelle's investigative journey began. She delved into the Amish's closely knit lifestyle, where shared values and strong connections within the community played a pivotal role. She discovered that their distinct way of life and limited interactions with the outside world contributed to their apparent immunity from the virus. As Yanel embarked on her quest for answers, she encountered Emma, David, and Sarah, individuals whose paths converged in an unexpected alliance fueled by a shared thirst for truth. As their investigation deepened, Emma's determination became the driving force that led them through a labyrinth of secrets. Her unwavering belief in justice and the conviction that the world deserved to know the truth fueled her commitment. David's meticulous research uncovered a web of influence that spanned industries, governments, and media. The more they uncovered, the clearer it became that a veil of deception had been cast over the entire pandemic narrative. Amid their discoveries, Sarah's digital prowess came to the forefront. Her hacking skills unraveled layers of deceit hidden behind screens and firewalls. The trio's efforts unraveled a disturbing pattern: manipulated data, suppressed information, and a concerted effort to maintain control over public perception. The vaccine, once hailed as a solution, emerged as a pawn in a larger game of power and control. Their pursuit of truth brought its own challenges. Adversaries emerged, attempting to halt their progress through threats and misinformation. The danger they faced served to solidify their resolve, as they understood the magnitude of their findings. Through moments of doubt and personal sacrifice, the bond between Emma, David, and Sarah grew stronger. Their pursuit of justice became a beacon of hope in a world clouded by manipulation. With the threads of the conspiracy untangled, they confronted a choice: to let the truth remain hidden or to expose the reality to the world. The decisions they made in those crucial moments would not only determine their own fates but also shape the course of history. Intrigued by Professor Dalglish's research, Emma, David, and Sarah reached out to him, recognizing the potential significance of his findings in their battle against the conspiracy. Their alliance, now bolstered by this collaboration, ignited a renewed sense of purpose. Professor Dalglish's expertise added a new dimension to their fight, providing a scientific backbone to their quest for truth. Through countless hours of discussion and analysis, they unearthed a shocking pattern. The data presented a stark correlation between vitamin D levels and resistance to severe illness from not only COVID but various other diseases as well. The evidence pointed towards a suppressed truth, one that implicated the pharmaceutical industry and its vested interests in promoting vaccines over a natural solution. With renewed fervor, they decided to bring this revelation to light. Together, they devised a multifaceted strategy to unveil the suppressed data and expose the manipulation. Emma's compassion inspired a social media campaign that aimed to educate the public about the potential benefits of vitamin D. David's analytical skills helped craft a series of thought-provoking articles that questioned the mainstream narrative and urged a re-evaluation of medical approaches. Sarah's digital expertise ensured the information reached a global audience, transcending borders and boundaries. Their efforts gained traction rapidly. Individuals around the world resonated with the idea that a simple, natural solution could offer more than what the pharmaceutical giants were presenting. Their network of allies grew exponentially as people shared personal stories of healing and recovery through vitamin D supplementation. The movement wasn't just about exposing a conspiracy anymore, it was about reclaiming personal agency and challenging the status quo. However, as their campaign gained momentum, so did the backlash from the entrenched powers. Threats, disinformation, and attempts to discredit their work escalated. The alliance faced its most challenging phase yet, as they navigated a treacherous landscape of misinformation and manipulation. But their unity remained unbroken. Each attack fueled their determination to fight for truth and integrity, no matter the cost. The climactic showdown loomed on the horizon. With the world watching, Emma, David, Sarah, and their allies prepared to unveil the truth behind the conspiracy. The stage was set for a battle that transcended physical boundaries, a battle for hearts, minds, and the collective consciousness of a world yearning for authenticity. In the end, their journey wasn't just about uncovering a hidden agenda, it was a testament to the power of unity, resilience, and the unwavering pursuit of truth in the face of adversity. As they stood on the precipice of revelation, they embodied the hope that humanity could rise above deception, reclaim its agency, and build a future grounded in transparency and genuine well-being. The data revealed that individuals with a vitamin D level below 30, indicating deficiency, faced a staggering 77% chance of mortality when requiring hospitalization. In contrast, those with a vitamin D level exceeding 75, indicating optimal health, experienced a significantly reduced risk of death, as low as 2%. These findings underscored the critical role that vitamin D played in improving survival rates. In the midst of unraveling this web of deception, Emma, David, and Sarah found themselves facing a crossroads. The information they had uncovered was staggering, yet they grappled with the weight of responsibility that came with exposing the truth to the world. The alliance between pharmaceutical companies, governments, and media conglomerates seemed insurmountable, but the trio knew they couldn't turn back. with determination burning in their hearts, they devised a meticulous plan. Their first step was to compile an airtight dossier of evidence, documents, testimonies, and verifiable data, irrefutably linking the hidden alliance to the suppression of vital health information. Emma's attention to detail, David's investigative prowess, and Sarah's hacking skills proved invaluable as they built a case that would stand up against the most tenacious scrutiny. Assembling a group of trusted allies, they strategized ways to disseminate the information without being silenced or overshadowed by the alliance's powerful propaganda machine. They recognized the importance of harnessing the collective strength of grassroots movements, social media influencers, and independent journalists. Their plan involved releasing the evidence simultaneously across multiple platforms, ensuring its rapid spread and preventing any single entity from suppressing their message. The trio also realized the significance of humanizing the story. They decided to spotlight the personal stories of individuals who had been directly affected by the alliance's actions. These stories would serve as a powerful counterpoint to the sterile narratives perpetuated by the mainstream media. They traveled the globe, capturing first-hand accounts and experiences, forging an emotional connection between their audience and the dire consequences of the alliance's manipulation. As the pieces of their plan fell into place, Emma, David, and Sarah understood that this was a fight not just for their own freedom, but for the fundamental rights and autonomy of people everywhere. The dossier, meticulously organized and cross-referenced, was ready for the world to see. Their announcement was scheduled, and they prepared for the storm that would follow. On the day of the revelation, a carefully coordinated effort launched their evidence across the digital landscape. Simultaneously, a network of activists initiated protests, demanding transparency, accountability, and the right to make informed health choices. The story spread like wildfire, and a groundswell of public support began to coalesce. However, the trio's bold move did not go unnoticed by the alliance. Predictably, attempts were made to discredit them, label them as conspiracy theorists, and cast doubt on their evidence. But the movement they had ignited was far too robust to be stifled. Truth seekers, skeptics, and the curious alike rallied behind them, prompting even mainstream media outlets to address the mounting evidence. The European Union's Supreme Court PDF that had been shared earlier served as a cornerstone, validating their claims and lending credence to their cause. This authoritative source confirmed the existence of the hidden alliance's strategies and plans, solidifying the movement's legitimacy. Their mission had far-reaching consequences beyond what they had initially imagined. Governments were pressured to re-evaluate their public health policies, pharmaceutical companies faced public backlash and increased scrutiny, and media organizations were forced to question their role in shaping public perception. To whom it may concern. I hope this letter finds you well. I am writing to address the matter of the vaccine offer that I have received from your organization. While I value the importance of public health and safety, I believe it is crucial to make an informed decision regarding medical interventions, especially those that involve experimental treatments. Before providing my consent for vaccination, I kindly request a more comprehensive response in accordance with legal requirements to ensure that I have a clear understanding of the vaccine status, testing, and potential implications. Legal status of the vaccine. I kindly request substantial evidence confirming the approved legal status of the vaccine you are offering. If the vaccine is categorized as experimental, I request detailed information about the nature of its experimental status, including any associated implications and considerations. It is essential that I understand the legal framework under which this vaccine is being administered and the potential implications this might have on my rights and responsibilities as a recipient. Testing and outcomes. In order to make an informed decision, I seek comprehensive information about the vaccine's testing process. I specifically request evidence demonstrating that the vaccine has undergone rigorous and independent testing, including placebo-controlled trials with well-defined control groups. It is vital that you provide transparent data on the outcomes of these tests, including both the efficacy and safety results. Additionally, I am concerned about reports indicating unfavorable outcomes during animal testing, where all animals involved in the trials reportedly perished. As this is a matter of great concern, I request a thorough explanation and evaluation of this situation, especially given that the vaccine's potential impact on human health is of paramount importance. Vaccine contents and toxicity. For a well-informed decision, I kindly ask for a comprehensive list of all components present in the vaccine. It is imperative that this list includes any substances that have the potential to be toxic or harmful to the human body. Understanding the contents of the vaccine is vital for assessing potential risks and benefits and for ensuring compatibility with my personal health profile. I want to emphasize that my intention is not to dismiss the importance of vaccination but to ensure that I have access to accurate, transparent, and evidence-based information that will enable me to make an informed choice about my health. By providing detailed and factual responses to the questions I have raised, you will not only meet legal requirements but also contribute to fostering a sense of trust and transparency in the decision-making process. I deeply appreciate your attention to these inquiries and your commitment to addressing my concerns in a thorough and timely manner. This information will play a critical role in guiding my decision regarding the vaccine offer. Thank you for your understanding and cooperation. Sincerely. Your name, your contact information. The revelation that those who had received genetically modified mRNA vaccines were now classified as transhuman left Emma, David, and Sarah stunned. The implications of this legal classification were profound and unsettling. It wasn't just a matter of health anymore, it was a matter of identity, rights, and autonomy. The trio understood that they were facing an unprecedented challenge that demanded a response of equal magnitude. As they delved deeper into the legal intricacies of the situation, they discovered that the organization responsible for the patents and the genetic modifications, GenPoint Technology, operated under the jurisdiction of US law. This meant that the legal implications of transhuman classification extended beyond borders. The implications of this were staggering. Regardless of their nationality or location, those classified as transhuman were denied certain human rights and privileges, as per this legal framework. Emma, David, and Sarah recognized the urgency of their mission. Their pursuit of truth and justice had evolved into something far more significant. It was no longer just about revealing hidden agendas, it was about defending the rights and dignity of those affected. They knew they needed to galvanize a global movement, one that transcended borders and united people against this violation of fundamental human rights. Amid the mounting challenges and threats they faced, Emma, David, and Sarah drew strength from each other and from the growing movement they had ignited. Their determination to expose the truth and fight for justice was unyielding. They realized that the battle they were waging had evolved into a larger struggle for the rights and autonomy of all individuals. Emma, with her gift for communication, rallied the lion-hearted, the individuals who were ready to awaken from their slumber and join the fight for their rights. Through carefully crafted messages, she inspired people to question the narrative, to resist manipulation, and to stand up for their fundamental freedoms. Her passionate appeals resonated deeply, uniting a diverse array of individuals under a common cause. David's tenacious pursuit of truth took them deeper into the heart of the deception. He unraveled the intricate web of connections, meticulously tracing money trails, uncovering secret alliances, and exposing influential figures behind the scenes. His investigative skills unveiled the extent of corporate greed and the insidious manipulation of public perception by those in power. As he presented the evidence, more individuals were awakened to the reality they had been blind to. Sarah's technological prowess and artistic vision were instrumental in the digital battle they waged. She harnessed her hacking skills to breach the digital barriers erected by the puppet masters, uncovering hidden information and bringing it to light. Her paintings became symbols of resistance, capturing the essence of the fight and inspiring others to join their cause. Through her art, she provided a visual representation of the spirit of the movement. As the movement gained momentum, it transcended borders and cultures. People from all walks of life, regardless of their vaccination status, joined forces in a collective call for transparency, accountability, and justice. Lawyers and legal experts offered their support to challenge the legality of the transhuman classification, human rights activists brought attention to the infringement on basic freedoms, and scientists provided independent analysis of the vaccine's effects. The alliance grew stronger with each new voice added to the chorus of dissent. Facing off against powerful adversaries, the trio and their supporters endured threats, disinformation campaigns, and even physical danger. But they were united by a shared purpose and a collective belief in the transformative power of truth. Every obstacle they overcame only served to fuel their determination to uncover the full scope of the puppet master's agenda and to hold them accountable for their actions. Through a series of calculated actions, they unveiled the evidence they had meticulously gathered. Documents, testimonials, and undeniable links between the vaccine, genetic modifications, and the transhuman classification were presented to the world. Simultaneously, peaceful protests erupted globally, demanding a re-evaluation of the legal framework and an end to the suppression of human rights. In a pivotal moment, a coalition of legal experts from around the world convened to challenge the transhuman classification. The ensuing legal battle was fierce, but the evidence presented by Emma, David, and Sarah proved undeniable. The tide began to turn as governments re-evaluated their stances, and GenPoint Technology was pressured to reveal the full extent of its genetic modifications and their potential consequences. The revelation that the legal information regarding the transhuman classification and the associated genetic modifications had been classified for 55 years sent shockwaves through the movement led by Emma, David, and Sarah. It was a frustrating setback, a stark reminder of the extent to which the puppet masters were willing to go to conceal their actions and maintain their grip on power. The realization that the information was heavily redacted, with black lines obscuring key details, only fueled the trio's determination. If anything, this blatant attempt at secrecy served to strengthen their resolve to uncover the truth. It was a clear indication that they were on the right track, that the puppet masters had something to hide, something they deemed so threatening that they were willing to resort to extreme measures to keep it hidden. As they persisted in their efforts, the movement grew stronger. The lion-hearted refused to be silenced by redactions or intimidation. They were united by a shared belief that the truth was worth fighting for, that the rights and autonomy of every individual were worth protecting. And as the struggle continued, the lines of redaction that had once obscured the truth began to fade, giving way to a brighter future built on transparency, justice, and the unwavering resilience of the human spirit.